Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. I'm Spokane Steve, and it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. Today we have the middle game of a 3-game set, the Atlanta Braves at the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Braves won the first game. Right-hander Arnie Umbach pitches for Atlanta. Umbach? I guess it's Umbach, could be Umbach. I'm just gonna say Umbach, at least until someone corrects me. Righty Steve Blass will take the mound for the Pirates. And Frank played this game on one pitch, inside pitch. And Aaron homered for him. Somehow the Pirates scored only one run. That doesn't seem likely with Umbach pitching, but anything can happen in one game. Hello, Frank. Hello, Franklin. Hello, Unmitigated. Yeah, and plus it's a Woody Woodward game. How can you not love that? Hello, Blaine. Yeah, Mookie's going crazy today. I was at Costco this morning. You've got to really need something to go to a Costco on a Saturday morning. But anyway, with my cousin and his fiance due to arrive in town, not at the same time, he arrives tomorrow night, she arrives a week later, I figured I better get over to Costco and restock my supply of hard seltzers. You know, they're about half the price of what they are at Total Wine and More. Yeah, you get a 24-pack for about 50 cents more than what a 12-pack would cost over there. So well worth the trip. Plus I got gas, a couple other things. Hello, Blaine. Wow, where are you, Blaine? Holy cow. And there's the weather update from Unmitigated. How about that? Let's take a look at the numbers for these pitchers. Umbach, of course, only one start for him. He's pitched twice in relief. 4.50 ERA in just 6 innings of work. Wouldn't expect much more from an uncarded player. Blass is 5-2, 4.12, 10 starts, 3 complete, 68 innings of work. And that gets us to our other particulars. Most of the stuff you can read off the score sheet. The who's hot and who's not. Reliever Billy O'Dell in the last 10 games, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run. Not is Dennis Menke, 2 for his last 31. You're reading it right. That's an .065 average. A rare Saturday game here, as I most likely will take 1, if not more, days off during my cousin's stay during the week. Culminating in the big party on August the 9th. That's a Saturday, so I'd be taking that off anyway. Here's the lineup for the Braves. At third base, it's the ice-cold Dennis Menke leading it off. Everybody's favorite Woody Woodward at shortstop. Hammerin' Hank Aaron is in right field. Felipe Alou is in left. Mac Jones patrolling in center. Joe Torre will be at first base, and it's becoming old hat to say Rico Cardi at catcher. Felix Millan at second base hits 8th, and Umbach the pitcher 9th. So with that being said, we're just about ready to roll here. Let's give you the umpires for today's game. It's going to be Stan Landis calling the balls and strikes, Mel Steiner at first, Al Barlick at second, and Augie Donatelli down at third. Only just over 8,700 in the park. And I would say Unmitigated's weather report pretty much explains most of that. Oh wait, we have a correction. That's the low. High was actually 75. It would almost have to, Frank. In fact, I noticed in this game in real life, Gene Oliver pinch hit, so they should be back to having 2 eligible catchers. I would assume that Torrey moves back behind the plate at some point. Anyway, for now, Cardy's the catcher. Blass is ready to go to work, and up steps Menke, hitting .257 overall, 5 homers, 20 RBIs, and here we go. Blass's pitch is a 5-10 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Pagan at short today. A day off for Gene Alley. Pagan a .364. And here's the roll on a 20. He makes a fine stop, long throw across in time, and we are underway. 6-3-X. And here's Woody Woodward. Woody having a fine year, batting .286 now. No homers, 25 RBIs. Blass with the pitch. That's going to be a 4-5 right-handed. He lifts it to left, playable for Lynch, who puts it away. Slightly different alignment for Pittsburgh today. We'll get to that in a moment, of course. Lynch in left, Pagan at short, and Andre Rogers at third base. Here's Aaron with 2 down. Hank Aaron, of course, the major league leader in home runs with 22. He has 54 RBIs, batting at .225. Blass into the windup. It's a 1-3. It's a high fly ball to deep left. Backing up is Lynch on the track, makes the catch. So Aaron gave it a ride. It died in left field. 1-2-3 go the Braves, and after half, it's Atlanta nothing. Pittsburgh coming to bat. Pittsburgh, of course, in second place. They were tied with the Phillies, but the Philadelphia loss yesterday puts Pittsburgh in sole possession of second, 3.5 back of the Dodgers. And greetings to Cosmo. Yeah, and I'm never sure who's going to show up on a Saturday, since I often, or most of the time, don't roll on Saturday. Here's the lineup for the Pirates. It'll be Matty Alou in center field, Jose Pagan at shortstop, Roberto Clemente is in right, Jerry Lynch in left field. And if there was ever a DH, at least based on the fielding rating, it's certainly Lynch. Look at this, would you? My God, he's worse than Dick Allen or Gates Brown. 5'16", but a +5 throwing arm. I don't think I've ever seen a +5 throwing arm. Jim Pagliarone will be the catcher. Don Clendenin is at first base. Andre Rogers at third. Bill Mazeroski at second base, hitting 8th, and Blass, a pretty decent hitting pitcher, in the 9 spot. And here's Umbach now. Let me pull up Umbach's card on my computer screen, as this computer-only card may be difficult to read. Okay, where is he? There he is. It says Arnold Umbach in the computer game, Arnie on the card. He's a backwards righty, excuse me. In real life, he worked 41 innings to the tune of a 3.10 ERA. So pretty good numbers. And leading it off for the Bucks will be Matty Alou. Alou batting .315, no homers, 13 RBIs. Umbach into the windup. That's a 1-6 righty. It's banged into right center. Over to cut it off, Alou. Jones. Double to 12. That's going to be a double for Matty Alou. A leadoff double for Matty. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Pagan hitting just .224, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Right-handed batter. Umbach, a glance at the runner. Now comes to the plate, 5'8" righty. It's going to be a grounder to shortstop, fielded by Woodward, who throws him out. And Alou will hold at second. Here's Roberto Clemente now. Clemente hitting .310, 8 home runs, 36 RBIs. Jerry Lynch on deck. Umbach into the windup. On a 4-12 left-handed, he hits a high fly ball to straightaway center. Mac Jones backs up a little bit and pulls it in. Retreating to the bag, Matty Alou. And here's Jerry Lynch. Jerry Lynch has not played much. Just 2 for 7 so far, mostly as a pinch hitter. In fact, I think exclusively as a pinch hitter. He's been in 6 games, 2 for 7. He's walked twice, so he's had 9. Now he must have started at least once. He's got 9 plate appearances in 6 games. Umbach into the windup. Pitch to Lynch is a 1-7 righty. It's a liner towards first, single to 2. And it's caught there by Torrey to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And just like that, we are scoreless after an inning here on a rare Saturday game. Cosmo back from vacation. Morro Bay, right? And Blaine's down to the final 8 in the World Series tournament. 2 Yankee teams survived the round of 16. Oh, yes. Well, tell us all about it, Cosmo. I never get tired of hearing about Morro Bay. I trust you had a good time. One thing I miss is the aquarium. But there's still plenty to do. An incredible amount of excellent and reasonably priced seafood. At least compared to Washington. Felipe Alou will start off the second inning. Alou hitting .341 on the year. 6 home runs, 33 RBIs. Blast gets the sign from Pagliarone, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-8 right-handed, a fly to center field. Matty Alou is there, and one Alou flies out to the other, and there's one away. Here's Mac Jones now. Jones, 191 on the year, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. The pitch from Blast is a 3-6 righty, and that's ripped into right center. Over to cut it off, Matty Alou. Double to 10, and that's going to be a double for Mac Jones. That'll bring up Joe Torre, Rico Cardi waiting in the wings. Torre on the year hitting .325, 8 home runs, 44 RBIs, which is second on the team to Aaron. And here comes the pitch from Blast. 2-5 righty, bangs it up the middle for a base hit. Jones can try to score on that. 15, Alou a +2 arm in center makes him a 17. They're going to send him, and with Torrey being a slow runner, they're going to gamble on the Atlanta end and throw to the plate. 1-17, he scores, and on the 3, Torrey moves into scoring position. So it's an RBI single from Torrey. And just to explain the way I play it, so I don't have to do the super advanced base running, is if the number falls within the batter's running rating, he also advances. So the Pirates gambling that they could get a shot at Jones, and even if they missed, they had a good chance of Torrey not advancing. Did not work out for him. Outstanding, Cosmo. Oh, that's funny, Cosmo. Good move, I must say. Yeah, and as far as the wife not amused, from my experience, they seldom are. One nothing Atlanta. Here's Rico Cardi leading the club in batting at .355, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. Blast in a jam now into the windup. That's a 2-8 right-handed, and that's banged into right for a base hit. They're waving Torrey all the way in, and he will score. That makes the score 2-0. And here's Felix Mion, hitting just 194, no home runs. Blast for the pitch on a 4-12 righty. He lifts it to center, playable for Alou, who makes the catch, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Arnie Umbach, the pitcher. Right-handed batter. 2-8 struck him out. A shame on the Pittsburgh manager for throwing to the plate. Cost him a run. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Braves. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while, unmitigated. Perhaps I should explain these things more often, but I get lax. I think that most of you guys that are here every day know these things. Not really fair to the people that are watching on the replay that may be thinking, how the hell does Torrey get to second? Yeah, there you go, Frank. That's pretty much what I would say. Okay, 2-0 Atlanta. Here's Pagliarone. The right-handed hitting catcher comes in at 263, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. Umbach gets the sign from Rico Cardi. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5-4 righty. That's catcher's card. That will be Cardi. A 5E16. On a 6, that's going to be a pop out to the catcher. One thing about the X chart, there doesn't really seem to be much penalty for having a poor catcher, other than the throwing arm. Here goes Mookie now. Go if you're going to go. Wow! From the couch to the top of the tree in one jump. That was impressive. Here's Clendon, 298, 11 home runs, 35 RBIs. Umbach into the windup. 3-6 right-handed. That's going to be a grounder to second, single to 12. And it's fielded by Mion, who throws him out. Two down, that'll bring up the third baseman, Andre Rogers. Rogers 10 for 30 on the year. No RBIs yet. The pitch from Umbach is a 1-4 right-handed. He lifts it the other way to right field. Aaron is right there, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Umbach. So after 2 innings, the Braves lead it 2-0. That does seem high on the property tax, Frank. They still have the Radio Shack, huh? That surprises me. I guess I didn't look for it. I was just down there in May. Okay, third inning. Top of the order, Menke 0 for 1. Blast into the windup. That's going to be a 3-6 right. He gets a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Lynch. At the track, at the wall, off the wall. Menke goes into second and holds there with a stand-up double. Now Menke trying to bust out of his slump. Just his third hit in his last 33 at-bats. And the batter will be Woody. Woody flew to left in the first. Blast gets the sign. On a 2-8 righty, it's a grounder to short. Pagan will take it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. Is it? Well, that's an Albertsons, isn't it? Did they make that a Safeway now, too? Damn, they've done a lot around there in 2.5 months. I mean, they're the same company, so the name is irrelevant. Yeah, it's all semantics. They're the same company. Here's Aaron now, 0 for 1. Blast checks the runner. He's set. Comes to the plate 4-7 right-handed. It's a grounder to first. Single to 10, and that'll be fielded there by Clendenin. His only play is to Blast covering, and Menke takes third. Two down runner at third. It's up to Felipe Alou. Alou 0 for 1. Blast into the windup now. The pitch on a 6-10 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Blast, his second of the game. For the Braves, no runs to hit, 1 man left. And the score is still 2-0. Tomorrow we will wrap up June 11th on the schedule. Dodgers and Giants. Where did you eat, Cosmo? Yeah, the food is amazing. And like I say, I think it's for seafood, it's very reasonable. Here's Bill Mazeroski to lead it off. He's hitting .303, 2 homers, 29 RBIs. Umbach into the windup. The pitch is a 6-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First K for Umbach. And here's the pitcher Blast, a 4 right-handed batter. On a 6-11 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Umbach now. Arnie Umbach looking very sharp today. 2 down, and here's Alou. He doubled to lead off the first. Was stranded. The windup and the pitch on a 2-9 righty is a grounder to second. Routine for Felix Millan, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Arnie Umbach. After 3 complete, 2-0 Atlanta. We go to the 3rd inning. Yeah, I agree, unmitigated. The biggest weakness of the advanced fielding chart is the catcher section. I've thought about modifying it, but that would throw the stats off, so I'm hesitant to do so. Leading off the 4th is Mac Jones. He doubled his first time up. Blast gets the sign from Pagliarone. The pitch is a 3-6 right-handed, and that's banged into right center. Could be a double to 10. Rounding and holding at first is Jones. Single and a double for Mac Jones. And let's check on the battery now. Jones a star 15 stealer. Blast with a 0 hold. Pagliarone a 0 arm, so Jones will have to be held on at 13. That'll bring up Torrey. With Torrey up, they're going to try for the lead. 2 through 8 or 12, he's out on an 11. 4, he's got the lead. 1 to 13, there he goes. Pagliarone's throw down, he's stolen it. Stolen base for Mac Jones. Just his 3rd of the season, and here comes the next pitch to Torrey. On a 4-12 righty, he lifts it to center field. That's playable for Alou, who makes the catch for the first out. And here's Carty now. Carty singled in a run in the 2nd. Blast gets his sign. The pitch is a 4-9 right-handed. Carty lifts it the other way to right field. Roberto Clemente drifting over and puts it away. That's a B. The runner can tag. 15-17, but with Clementi's -5 gun out there, it's 12. But he's only out on the 20, so he's going to try to tag. On the 6, he does advance to third. So Jones moving around the bases one at a time. He's at third now with 2 away, and Felix Millon the hitter. Blast checks the sign. Here's the pitch on a 1-6 right-handed. A grounder to short, playable for Pagan. He throws him out, and the Braves strand a man at third. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Where did you post them, Cosmo? I'd like to see them. Here on YouTube or somewhere else? So the computer-only Arnie Umbach carrying a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the 4th. Pagan will lead things off. Umbach gets his sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-7 right-handed. He lifts the fly ball to left. Routine for Felipe Alou. And there's 1 away. Here's Clementi now, 0 for 1. Umbach is not allowed a base runner since Alou's a leadoff double. Okay, Bob, 1 to 12, he goes to third. 13 through 19, he stays at second. 20, he's out. That's a fly ball B. Runners on second going to third base only. I believe he rolled a 9, if I'm not mistaken. So he made it to third. 13 to 20, he would have stayed at second. Umbach's pitch to Roberto Clemente is a 6-5 right-handed. It's a fly to right field. That's playable for Aaron, and there's 2 quick outs. Arnie Umbach becoming quite the story here today as Jerry Lynch steps into the box. Umbach into the windup. It's a 1-9 right-handed. He lifts it to right field. Backing up a bit is Aaron, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Arnie Umbach, who is now retired 12 straight. So again, Cosmo, where are these videos posted? Inquiring minds want to know. Go to the 5th inning here in the pitcher's duel on a Saturday. Umbach will lead it off. Blast into the windup. That's going to be a 4-6 right-handed. That's going to be a base hit for Umbach. Double on a 1. It's going to be a base hit for Umbach, who's doing it all today. Oh, excellent. All right, hang on a second. Time out. Sorry about this, guy. Please indulge me. Okay, I see Montana de Oro. Oh, and 3 shorts. Nice. Good stuff, Cosmo. Nice picture, too, by the way. Menke coming up now with a runner at first and nobody out. 1 for 2 with a double. Blast from the stretch. It's a 6-5 right-handed, and that's going to be extra bases. High and deep to left, that's over Lynch's head. Home run to 2, and it's off the wall for a double. Umbach can try to score on that, but they'll put the brakes on him. And he will stop at third on the double by Dennis Menke. So Menke with 2 doubles today, showing signs of snapping out of his slump. And the batter will be Woody Woodward. Let's see how the Pirates are going to play it now. Trailing by 2 already. Second and third, nobody out. They will pull the infield in. Frank, I believe we're all just kind of making good fun of Michael. He's always been very derisive of Woody. And Mike Ryan. So with the infield in, here's Woody. Blast checks the runner. The pitch on a 4-6 right-handed. That's gonna plate a pair. Double on a 1. It's gonna be a 2-star single. Scoring is Umbach. Scoring is Menke, and it is 4-0 Atlanta on a 2-run single by Woody Woodward. Holy smoke! And for Woody Woodward, RBIs 26 and 27 on the season. 3 straight hits to open the inning here against Blast, and here comes Hank Aaron. Blast rated 6 for endurance, action already in the Pittsburgh pen. Early in the game, they might need a long man. Give me a moment here. I'm going to check the Pirates' usage display. Looking at Mickelson and Sisk. Mickelson needs to work more, so it'll be Mickelson warming. And here's Mr. Aaron. 0 for 2 so far. Blast out of the stretch. The pitch to Hank Aaron is a 6-8 righty. Fly to center. That's playable for Matty Alou, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Felipe now 0 for 2. Blast from the stretch. That's a 4-7. Grounder to first base. Single to 10. And that's going to be an infield single for Felipe Alou. Stopping at second is Woodward. The Braves all over Blast here today. That's the 9th hit against Blast. And here's Mac Jones. Mickelson getting ready in a hurry. Blast getting the sign. Here's the pitch to Jones on the 2-9 right-handed. Hard smash to first. Clendenin to Pagan for 1. Back to Clendenin, the 3-6-3 twin killing. That ends the inning. But another run for the 2 runs for the Braves on 4 hits, and they leave 1. We're halfway through with the Braves leading it 4-0. Well, the Braves have really woke up against the Pirates here in this series. Came into the series 25-31, 26-31 now. Is that like Chico and the Man, Frank? Arnie Umbach cruising now, and he has 2 more runs to work with. 12 in a row retired by Umbach. Pagliarone will lead it off for the Pirates. Umbach delivers. 5-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to short. That's routine for Woodward, and he throws him out. Umbach throwing strikes and just sailing along. Here's Clendenin. Umbach into the windup. 6-7 righty. That's going to be a grounder somewhere. I beg your pardon. Doesn't say where. We're going to call it a grounder to short. Single to 7. And it's fielded by Woodward, who throws him out. These computer-only cards, they don't always tell you where the ball is hit to. This just says single to 7, ground ball B. I am, Cosmo, and they have more than one. There's at least 3. The best one they took down years ago. The place that now has the Lost Isle Adventure Cruises, that used to be the Chamber of Commerce, and they had one on top of that building that you could actually control from your computer. You could move it left, right, zoom in, out. I used to play with that all the time. That's a shame that that's gone. My buddy Eric and I were talking just the other day about some of the old things that we used to take for granted in Morro Bay that are long gone. Still, however, not to take anything away from it. I still go there annually. Magnificent vacation spot. Here's Rogers with 2 down. Umbach comes in with a 5-8 righty. It's a ground ball to short. That's routine for Woodward, and Woody's going to handle all 3 this inning. And that's 15 in a row now, retired by Arnie Umbach. Rated just 5 for endurance. That was his first endurance inning. Blass at 6, entering his first endurance inning, and he'll be facing Torrey, Cardi, and Mian. Yeah, this is like Tommy Sisk territory. Here's Blass to Torrey. Torrey 1 for 2 today. Blass's pitch on a 6-7 righty is a grounder to short, played by Pagan, who throws him out. Nice play, Jose, and here's Rico Cardi. Cardi 1 for 2. Blass into the windup. 1-8 righty, he loses him ball 4. A 1-out walk to Rico Cardi, no threat to run. And here's the second baseman, Felix Mian. Mian 0 for 2 today. Blass now working from the stretch. On a 5-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's his third, excuse me. Felt like his first. 3 strikeouts for Blass, and here's the pitcher, Umbach. The pitch from Blass on a 1-4 struck him out. So Blass ends the inning with back-to-back strikeouts. That'll most likely be the end of the line for Steve Blass, as he's due to bat second in the bottom of the inning. So we can take Blass out now. Not the best start for Blass. 6 innings. Gave up a lot of hits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. 4 runs, all earned. Walked just the 1 and struck out 3, 4. Mickelson will be the next pitcher. So Mazeroski, a pinch hitter, and Matty Alou as we go to the bottom of the 6th here in a 4-0 ball game. Yeah, the Kite Shop is another one. The Otter Rock Cafe. I used to spend quite a bit of time in there. In fact, I even played the drums in there several times, sitting in with bands. That was many years ago. Here's Maz, struck out his only time today. Umbach into the windup. 6-9 right-handed. That's a base hit into left field. That's the first hit since Matty Alou led off with the double in the first. Single into left for Mazeroski. And now we'll have a pinch hitter for Blass. And let's see who it's going to be. Moda or Bailey? It's going to be Manny Moda. I mean, when you think of the pinch hitter, how can you not think of Manny Moda? I know, Frank, I didn't expect it. I looked at your game, my first thought was fat chance of that happening. Let's take a look at Moda's numbers as he steps in. 328 on the season, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. Umbach from the stretch. That's going to be a 2-8 right-handed. Fly to left field. That's playable for Alou, and he makes the catch 1 down. So Moda is retired. And here's Matty Alou. Alou 1 for 2. One of just 2 hits against Umbach today. Did you make it up to Dorn's by any chance, Cosmo? The restaurant on the hill there, at the top of the staircase. Umbach's pitch on a 2-7 is a fly to right field. That's going to be a routine play for Aaron, waiting on it now, and gloves it for out number 2. That'll bring up the shortstop, Pagan. Umbach gets the sign from the stretch. 111 right-handed, hard smash to third. It's Menke down the short way to Mion for the force to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And Arnie Umbach is the story of the day with 6 scoreless innings against a lineup that came into this game with a team batting average of .289. He surrendered just 2 hits here so far. Top of the order for the Braves in the 7th. Game zipping right by, isn't it? I'm feeling it, Frank. Yes, I feel that it could change on a dime. Dorn's. Yeah, that's my favorite. Other favorites include the Dockside, of course. Rose's Grill is pretty good for some things, especially every Tuesday it's all-you-can-eat crab. I don't do that anymore because I can't eat that much anymore. It's not worth it. The Galley is probably, and the Windows are probably the best. I've never eaten at the Windows. Those 2 are a little bit more upscale. I have eaten at the Galley, and it's very good, but it's a little pricey. For the cheap eats, you can't beat Giovanni's or the Hofbrau. Okay, back to the game. 7th inning, Braves leading 4-0. Menke with 2 doubles on the day. Mickelson on to pitch for Pittsburgh. Mickelson on the year, 1-1, 3 saves, 3.55 ERA. Is ready to go to work now. The pitch to Menke is a 2-5. Struck him out. Called strike 3. Down goes Menke. Here's Woody now, 1 for 3. Big 2-run single in the 5th. 5-6 righty, lifts it to center field. That's going to be a can of corn for Alou. Excuse me, for Alou. For Alou, and there's 2 down, I beg your pardon. And with 2 out and the base is empty, here's Henry Aaron, 0 for 3 today. All this game is missing is an Aaron blast. Mickelson set now, the pitch. 6-7 right-handed, and he walks in. Well, you've got one on me then, Cosmo. I've never eaten at Windows. Was it worth it? I've never actually talked to someone who ate there. Felipe Alou with a runner at first and 2 down. Felipe 1 for 3 today. Mickelson gets the sign. 4-8 righty. That's going to be a base hit, triple to 2. Yeah, that's a base hit for Alou. All the way to third goes Henry Aaron. The Braves have runners at the corners with 2 down, and Mac Jones the batter. Mac Jones 2 for 3 on the day. Mickelson staring in now. Here's the pitch. 6-5 left-handed, swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 Ks in the inning for Mickelson. The Braves strand a pair. And as we stretch, it is Braves 4, Pirates nothing. And the story of the day, once again, has to be Arnold Umbach. When we come back, heart of the order for the Pittsburgh Pirates. But now it's time for a short break. I'm going to get some coffee and fire up the Mookie cam. I'm still paying the price for that workout yesterday. Every time I get up to move, like, holy cow. Okay, first of all, I'll show you the leap, or the extent of it, from right there on the edge of that couch. Okay. I don't even know if I can get this all in the picture. From the edge of that couch, right behind the laptop screen, to the top in one jump. And there he is. We're going to go around and take a closer look. And there's the Mook, the star of our show. Mookie! Look at him glaring at it. But they always do stick the landing, that's the thing. They're amazing animals. Mookie, Mookie, Mook. So for some reason lately he's taken to the high point again. He avoided that for the longest time. And he's going back to sleep. I tell you, I still can't get over how right before the game, for the time I got home from the store until just before game time, he was on a tear. It's almost like he knows to settle down for the game. Oh, and I did find my whiteout, by the way. It was under the couch. I had to get a broom handle to get it out of there. But I got it, and I hid it in the drawer, figuring he'll get it again. Okay, with a 4-0 lead, I'll tell you what, I'm going to treat Umbach just as I would any other pitcher. He's going to be given every opportunity to go for the shutout. Clemente, Lynch, and Pagliarone do. Roberto 0 for 2 today. Umbach with the pitch. That's going to be a 3-3. High fly ball to left. Backing up is Felipe Alou. And on the track, hauls it in. So Umbach living right today. Here's Lynch. The wind-up and the pitch. That's going to be a 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. Called strike 3. Lynch jawing with home plate umpire Landis. But he's out. And here's Pagliarone. Umbach's pitch on a 2-6 right-handed. He pops him up right in the heart of his good column. Woodward will take it. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Umbach. 7 scoreless innings for Arnie Umbach. I'll tell you what, he's definitely not coming out until he allows a run. He's got 4 runs to work with. So a once-in-a-lifetime performance, most likely, or at least a once-in-a-season performance by Umbach. Now that I'm thinking about it, let me take a look at Arnold Umbach. He worked 8 1/3 innings in 1964 for the Milwaukee Braves. He was in the minor leagues in 65, and his 41 innings here, that was his entire career. 49 innings with a 3.12 ERA. He was out of baseball at 23. My guess is he was injured. Good question, Unmitigated, and my words exactly. It's so worth it, Cosmo. I script and save all year long for my vacations. Very important to me. I love getting away. Here's Torrey now to lead off the 8th. Torrey 1 for 3. Mickelson into the windup. That's a 2-7 righty, and he walks him. Lead-off walk to Torrey. Braves looking for an insurance run here as Rico Cardi steps to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk. Mickelson out of the stretch. 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the 3rd K for Mickelson. Well, yes, Frank, but that was in an alternate universe, right? Hello there, Bob. Welcome. Good to see you. Here's Felix, 0 for 3. Mickelson, 2-9 right-handed. Liner right at Clendenin. Back to the bag in time is Torrey. And Umbach, you bet he's going to bat. The pitch on a 2-7 struck him out. So Mickelson with 4 Ks in his 2 innings of work. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Oh, that sounds fun, Cosmo. That I've never done. Fourth endurance inning now for Umbach. And all I can say is I'm thankful for advanced, right? And super advanced, he'd be fatigued now. I believe it's your innings plus 3. Yeah, they can't hit every game. You're absolutely right, Frank. Take nothing away from the Pirates, though. A fine-hitting ball club, and they still got 2 innings to go. 2 ups left. Here's Clendenin. Umbach gets the sign. The pitch to Clendenin on a 3-7. Struck him out. Called strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Umbach. And here's the 3rd baseman, Andre Rogers. Umbach gets the sign. The pitch is a 1-7 righty. He lifts it to center. Playable for Mac Jones, who puts it away. And there's 2 quick outs. And here's Bill Mazeroski, 1 for 2 today. Umbach into the windup. 6-11 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Umbach seems to be getting stronger as the game goes on. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. 2 strikeouts. And through 8 complete, it's 4-0 Braves. I really thought Mickelson would be pinch hit for this inning. It looks like he's a 3 relief endurance, so he will pitch another inning. This will be his first endurance inning. And I want to thank everybody for being here with me on a Saturday. I would be shocked if there's a person who's not rooting for Arnold Umbach at this point. Pete Mickelson will go to work here against the top of the Braves lineup. Menke's 2 for 4 today, a pair of doubles. Mickelson gets the shot. The pitch is a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. That's Pagan, a 364. Here's the play on a 19. He's got it. Long throw in time. Nice play by Pagan, who's made both of his X plays today. Here's Woody, 1 for 4. Mickelson's pitch on a 4-3 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. It's 5 Ks for Mickelson now. And Hank Aaron will get one more shot. 0 for 3 with a walk. Mickelson getting the sign. The pitch to Aaron is a 1-2. Grounder to second, Mazeroski to Clendenin. And no homers for Hank Aaron today. 1-2-3 go the Braves in the 9th. 4-0 looking at the Braves defense. It'll stand. You could take Mion out, but we'll leave Mion in there. And the Pirates will send up a pinch hitter for Mickelson to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Arnie Umbach finds himself 3 outs away from a shutout. And who else to bat but league batting average leader Gene Alley? Alley comes into the game with a 374 average. The pitch from Umbach, 6'10 righty. High fly ball to shallow center, Alou drifting in, and he puts it away, 1 down. Gene Alley's retired. Top of the order, here's Matty Alou. Umbach, a deep breath, the windup, the pitch. 4-9 left-handed. That's ripped over the first base bag and down into the corner. That's going to go for extra bases. It bounces away from Clemente. It bounces away from Aaron. Alou's going to third, and he's in there with a triple. And now the shutout is in jeopardy. A 1-out triple for Matty Alou. Respecting the shutout bid, the Braves will pull the infield in here for Pagan. Umbach's pitch to Jose Pagan is a 3-8 righty. It's a grounder to third base. The infield in will save a run. Menke over to Torrey. Huge out there. Now the infield can move back. Roberto Clemente, the batter. Jerry Lynch on deck. Momentary thoughts of putting Clemente on, but that makes no sense whatsoever in a 4-0 game. Clemente 0 for 3. Umbach staring in to get the sign. Very deliberate on the mound now. He goes into the windup. The pitch is a 4-6, and he walks him. And now one more hitter walk will fatigue Umbach. Left, right, just in case Ted Abernathy starts throwing in the Atlanta pen. Jerry Lynch will be the hitter. Come on, Arnie, one more. The pitch to Lynch. 6-7 left-handed, and he walks him to load the bases, and he is fatigued. Out of the dugout is Bobby Bragan. And they're going to let him pitch to Pagliarone fatigued. I know, it's not the percentage move, but he's still technically pitching a shutout. One more batter for Arnie. Abernathy getting ready in a hurry. Umbach's pitch to Pagliarone. 6-6 right-handed. Oh no! It's a strikeout, but fatigued, it's a 2-star single. Alou scores. Clemente scores. No, sorry. Yes, Clemente scores. All the way to third goes Lynch. And there goes the shutout. And that's going to do it for Umbach. What is my juice of choice? Do you mean like fruit juice or alcoholic beverage? I don't drink much anymore, but I'm a wine man at heart. But when it's hot out, it's too hot for wine. I've been drinking a lot of those hard seltzers lately. On a glass of ice, cool, just 5% alcohol. Oh, my vape. Okay, no, I just have the straight nicotine flavor. It's a Smoke Crossroads Carolina Cure. I swear by it. If I have to have anything else, I hate it. Ted Abernathy will come in and try to get the save. The batter is Clendenin. Abernathy on the year 0-2 with 10 saves and a 2.59 ERA. For the Braves, 0-1, 5 saves, has not allowed a run in 7 2/3 innings. Clendenin at the plate. Runners at the corners. 4-2 score. Tying run at first is Pagliarone. Hang on a second. They're going to pinch run for Pagliarone. As much as I'm for the Braves in this game, you've got to play it straight. Okay, I'll admit it. Thanks to Umbach, I'm definitely for the Braves this game. Bob Bailey will run for Pagliarone. He's a 1-14. No threat to steal. Abernathy ready to work now. Here's the wind-up to pitch to Clendenin. It's a 5-6 right-handed. Liner to short. Single to 7. It's a single, and it's a 4-3 ball game. Infield single. Scoring is Lynch. Bailey stops at second. Now Bailey represents the tying run. He's at second, a 1-14 runner. And it's up to Andre Rogers. I guess it was only a matter of time before this Pirate team came alive. Now the game on the line. Braves 4, Pirates 3, 2 outs in the ninth, runners at first and second. Andre Rogers at the plate. Abernathy gets the sign. The pitch on a 6-7. Fly ball to center field, double to 10. Jones going back and makes the catch to end the game. Oh my God, you can't get any more drama than that. And the Pirates come up a run short. 4-3 is the final. I'll have the totals as soon as I catch my breath. Holy cow. Cosmo, I quit cigarettes in October 2016. And this is how I did it. Prior to that, I tried everything. Hypnosis, acupuncture, physician's clinic, the patch, the lozenges. Umbach does hang on to get the win. He's 1-0. Save for Abernathy, his 11th of the season. Mickelson in his 3 innings was splendid. 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Blast takes the loss. He drops to 5-3. I think Umbach is easily the player of the game. Yes, he tired in the 9th, but he wasn't even supposed to be out there in the 9th. Only allowed 4 hits, despite all that. Walked 2. Struck out 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Unmitigated. I really do appreciate that. Arnold Umbach is your player of the game. Let's just end the suspense right now. Came within 1 out of a shutout. Cosmo, I was there once, never again. I'm with you. The Siren, catty corner from it, is much better. The best was the Otter Rock Cafe, but they went out of business back in 19. Braves win it with 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Pirates, 3 runs, only 5 hits, no errors. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Franklin. Thank you, everybody. Tomorrow is the next game to answer that question. And let's take a look at it. It's the Dodgers at the Giants. Claude Osteen for the Dodgers, Bobby Bolin for the Giants, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. I'm just sitting here soaking this all in. What a game by Umbach. You're number 4 now, huh? Yep, Frank, the Pirates do not go down easy. And really, 2 of the runs against Umbach, at least partially my fault, as I let him pitch to Pagliarone fatigued. I get it, Unmitigated. I'll be there, man. Had to let him go for the shutout, though. I figured they could get the last out, even if he didn't get Pagliarone, but the Pirates certainly made it exciting. The only place you can donate is on my Patreon, Cosmo, because you have to have 500 subscribers for Super Chats, although we're getting close, 467 at last count. I agree, Frank. Yeah, he did. He earned that batter. The dice conspired against him there in the ninth. But for a 5-inning starter, yeah, you got to admit, that's mighty impressive. And he joins Tommy Sisk, and who's that Kansas City guy who got traded to the Yankees? I mean, in the legends of unexpected pitching performances. Shit, I can't think of that guy's name. Cosmo, you better save up for your next vacation or pay for this one. But if you want, check out my Patreon. That's the best I got right now. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. What a game. What a freaking ball game. I see, like me, nobody wants to leave today. What the hell is the... Okay, I gotta go look. Fred Talbot. Okay, there you go. Couldn't think of it. Damn my memory. It's frustrating. I was gonna say, I almost said it's embarrassing, but it's not. I mean, I accept it. I'm not embarrassed by it. It's part of life, but it is kind of frustrating. And Frank comes in. Better late than never, Frank. Frank comes in with Talbot. Yep, Talbot. And it's Sisk, of course. Early in the year, he had a microscopic ERA for a while. He still is sitting at 1.54 on the season. That's Tommy Sisk. But he no longer has enough innings to qualify for the ERA title. Talbot does, however. And Talbot is sitting at 2.71. So the pixie dust kind of wore off for Talbot. Sisk's still keeping it going. There's a link right on my site there, Cosmo. Right under my name, I think. Yeah, I'd be shocked if Sandy didn't, Frank. I'll give you more on his numbers tomorrow. Yeah, you can sign up for Patreon for just $2 a month. Less than the cost of a cup of coffee. That's my last shameless plug. I'm going to get out of here and get some lunch. I want to thank everybody once again for hanging out with me today. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend.